Right then. What am I doing? Oh yeah. So I've got a song, I think it was 70s. I can't remember who it's by, but it's Young Girl. It's about underage. So either if you're underage and you're watching this, you shouldn't be, because it's not for kids. But I know I used to go underage drinking when I was a kid. Misspent youth. So thinking it's all innocent, but you're leading somebody on, and when they find out your age, it's not going to go well. Or we've got a lot going on in the UK with the Scottish government trying to lower the age of consent, stuff like that. It could be anything to do with that. You may have a daughter that's underage that shouldn't be doing what she's doing. Or a son. Either way. I always taught my son to respect girls. If you're having somebody else's daughter over to your house, they shouldn't be doing things that you wouldn't want your own daughter to do. Simple as. Lecture over. Let's see what they want to tell us about. No, we was never allowed to go upstairs even. Our Tony was married before he was allowed upstairs with his missus. Let's see. I can hear people saying, oh, them days are gone. No, they shouldn't be gone though, should they? Boundaries. Teach your daughters that they're worth more than that. They should be priceless. So, let's see. Lost it, can't find it. Where is it? Better try the sweet spot first, don't I? Because we know what they're like. Oh, and it's there as well. God damn it. So, it's important because they've put it in the sweet spot. We know. So, thank you, Spirit. Well done. Somebody can't control their emotions. And it says somewhere in the song, you better run, girl, because somebody's got somebody to that point and they don't realise how old they are in this specific story. But for the rest of you, this is somebody who's drinking, possibly, a man, or not in charge of his emotions. If it's not a man, it is a Cancer or Cancer cusper. Early Cancer is a Gemini, late Cancer is a Leo. The dolphin is there. That could have some meaning for someone. I know I've got my dad's dolphin. Most upset, don't know how I'm going to mend it, but somebody's dropped it without telling me. My dad made me that before he died. And it's missing a fin, so I'm going to have to figure out how to mend that. I haven't found the fin, so somebody obviously didn't tell me about it in time. If they'd have given me the piece, I could have mended it. That's another story. However, everything I say during a read could be important. So it may be that somebody's done something and they didn't admit to it because they didn't want to upset you, and it upsets you even more because you could have done something about it at the time. So action is needed within a day, so before tomorrow, the 19th, so that you can come out of this nightmare, because some of these sleepless nights, 9 weeks, nightmare situation. we are becoming very, very clear about what our path is. We are also becoming very clear that it is not going to be easy. It will be a path of blood and tears. And there may be, going back to our little story, there may be a daughter or a son that wants to live at their girlfriend or boyfriend's house, or the ping-ponging from those two houses all the time. You don't know what's going on. Be very careful, because you're going to see things very, very clearly. For others of us, it could be a bigger issue, is seeing where our priorities lie. We can't spread ourselves so thin anymore. We have to be on the ball, alert and aware, and we will see this now. The 18. Both towers have come crumbling down. And we're walking straight down the middle. There is going to be bickering, arguing and competition. There's no way out of it. And you may feel stuck in troubled waters for a while. 6 weeks is mentioned. Because there are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. We're more than halfway there, don't turn back now. 6 years is mentioned. Finances and emotional security is improving, will improve. Taurus, if it's a female, it could be somebody who works in a bank. It could be a psychic with a crystal ball. It's somebody that works with discs. Cashiers maybe. Taurus energy, mothering energy. She likes to bake. She's a nurturer. She's grounded. She's probably a gardener. You give her lemon, she'll make lemonade. It could be someone in uniform, like police officer, nurse, etc. It could be somebody of a darker complexion. But it is the minor arcana of the Taurus card, or the Taurus cusper of any gender. Early Taurus is Aries, late Taurus is Gemini. But the funny thing is, in our first, which is the most important part of the layout, is we've only got today's card, which is neutral. And I will read you what the astrology says for today. So the 18 is Mercury ends its retrograde phase. That's the most important thing. And we are going now to take action, because we're no longer in retrograde. The Sun conjuncts Pluto, which is the unknown, and you may receive intense news or feel more emotional, there we are, that's where we started, than usual. And for many, this will be to do with work or health issues. You have to take time out when you can, and the moon is in Sagittarius. So it's an important day, I think, even though there's a lack of major arcanas. Usually the read is much better when there's less major arcanas, but we don't have a clue then to what or who's involved. So, your thoughts are troubling you. People have the knives out for you. 6 to 9 weeks. You have to look for those who treat you the same way you treat them, with respect, hopefully, and equal reciprocity. There she is again. This time she's reversed. So we end with her and then we begin with her. Finances are unstable. Emotions are unstable. This Taurus may not be telling the truth about material matters, trying to make it seem better than it is. Yeah, there's lies, deceit here, and possibly theft. Somebody's playing mind games, deliberately trying to confuse you. That 1 and the 9 make the 10. So again, we've got somebody on the threshold of passing. They're not there yet, but they are very close. So if you've got a loved one that's about to pass, sometimes, and it sounds stupid, but they can come through before they do, especially if they're not conscious. So someone is on the edge. but they're worried because somebody's been told lies, especially about finances. So be very careful there. Somebody's playing mind games with you to try and confuse you 1 week, and it's going to cause arguments. Yeah. You're running out of options, and you have to narrow down your options. Stop living in a dream world, and especially for somebody who's someone is passing, they want you to stop being in denial. They need you to know that now is the time, but they will need your blessing to pass. So you have to give them permission to go. You don't have to say it to them. You just have to think it. Let them know it's okay to go. Now we have a couple. A generous, warm, giving couple. They're financially and emotionally secure. Apologies are needed. Somebody did something that they wasn't supposed to do. Going back to our scenario of the young lady or gentleman that's underage, they did something possibly without your permission, and they're very sorry for that. So some of you may be losing a child because he's leaving the building. Could be someone with a scar on the leg, a limp, an amputation. It's car on the wounded healer. They were unable to heal themselves. It's the honey. So the bees, Manchester. Maybe there was a Manchester United supporter or City supporter. The year of the horse is important. Yeah. Ambulances, fire engines, emergency vehicles, mechanical problems, car crashes, speeding tickets, parking fines, a cancer energy again. Mothers, the breast, the womb, the ancestors. So maybe if it is a child that's passing, or you know somebody that did, they're with your mum in spirit. Be careful when driving, especially reversing. But it's not as usually it's a red car. This one isn't. It's either white or silver. Hard to tell. Yeah, the walk of shame. Somebody's done something they shouldn't have done, and it's got something to do with underage, I believe. Underage driving, drinking, sex. Don't know. Walk of shame. The next morning they'll realise what they've done. 6, 8, 9 weeks. Enemies. It's gonna make enemies. This is Gemini energy. So Mercury retrograde. Everyone. So somebody wants to marry somebody, I think, though. Maybe it is a genuine love story. It's a 10 of Cups. So it either means that the happiness of the past is ending because you can't keep it at the 10 forever, or that you've reached that state of true happiness, but it's built on lies. And it's such a shame. And apologies won't be good enough. What is this about? Somebody is so ashamed. If somebody has passed and you're ashamed of something you did, know that they know, and there's no malice or anything when they passed. There's only love. But they know everything now. It's time for you to heal whatever this is. Blimey O'Reilly. Yeah, it could have been a third party, someone coming between you and what you want. It could also be that a child, something happened to a child and someone blames you for it. Heart surgery, minor surgery of any kind, but the child was sacrificed. Your inner child, your ego maybe, childhood, and harsh words. But the truth, finally. We've got the bees again. So Manchester Arena, that reminds me of Manchester Arena. I can't remember when the date that was, and that awful. I should remember. If anybody knows when it was, remind me. Because we got Rose through then, and we've been getting Rose a lot lately. Safi Rose, she was the youngest child in the Manchester bombing. So, maybe something to do with that. Yeah, gossip. There is harsh words coming your way, but it is the truth, even though you think it's gossip. Fire sign and air signs all over this. No water except the ones that are hurt. Yeah, then we move on. They've doubled up with her now. 6 weeks. Move on and leave that drama behind. Don't take the baggage of the past with you. There may be other children. You can't grieve that child forever. The other children need to have a future. And in this situation, it could be that the child leaves with the father because the mother can't get over the grieving, or vice versa. You have to move on. You can't dwell on the past. It's time to move on. And if it's a much loved one that's about to pass, they are telling you life goes on. Don't stay in that dark place. Yeah, somebody just doesn't want to take action now. Somebody's afraid to take action. Know that if you have to make the choice of whether to turn off life support or something like that, that there is forgiveness there always. They don't blame you for that, ever. This has turned out to be a really strange one. Yeah, the tower has fallen. So they've 16. It's going to be a shock, but it is a blessing in disguise when it's in the upright. So you may have to bring your walls down and be vulnerable, or you may have to destroy everything and begin again. But it's for a good reason. Pisces in Neptune, it'll be going on its way out soon. And someone ashamed, the Leo of any gender. Leo Cuspa, early Leo is Cancer, late Leo is Virgo, but it is financial success and a woman who demands to be treated with respect. Blimey. Somebody is walking away from everything they've ever known or believed to be true. It's also a lockdown card again. Someone may be isolated. Here's the Buddha card of walking away from the palace, his family and everything to find a new path. And I know the 27 is important. Virgo energy, hospital doors, healing. Healing finally brings us full circle. Well done, Spirit, thank you. Where this man or this Cancer energy is finally healed, in charge of their emotions. They know who they are, what they're worth, and they're loving themselves first. Not in an egotistical way, but putting their boundaries in place, and now they're emotionally stable. No more upset. They've found their happy place, which is, after all that stress and entanglement, is good news. So blessing in disguise. So let's go through the dates then. What have we got? Not many. We have 16 and 25 and 27 of this month. Venus semi-sextiles Pluto, a good day for get-togethers. The moon enters Aries on the 25th, but that's negative energy. The 27th, Mercury squares Chiron. There's our wounded healer. Chiron on the 27th. Health issues, definitely. Venus enters Pisces. Be careful with communications, harsh words, possible lies, as you may misinterpret someone's words or vice versa. Health and or work, travel news will arise. There's your travel delays at the very least. Immerse yourself in the arts to unwind. The moon enters Taurus. Taurus is what we have there. Well done, Spirit. Thank you. So if we have a peep though into next month, the 7th and the 9th, we've got moon entering Virgo. Well, there's Virgo. And Mercury semi-sextile Saturn, so the truth. A good day for talks or for making financial decisions. You may make a valid commitment now as the moon enters Libra. So massively important. We know, we've been through the new moon, haven't we? Did we go through the new moon? Did I do a moon read? I can't remember. It's all been a bit daft since Christmas, hasn't it? The new moon on the 21st, so we'll be doing a moon read on the 21st then. And then I've got the Chinese New Year to do. So it's going to be a week and a half, isn't it? So let's see then. Oh, what you own owns you. So now we have the 25, the 26 and the 27. So let's have a look, because it's just, it's no such thing as a coincidence when Spirit's concerned, is there? 26 just says the moon in Aries. So let's see, shall we? The second house is Taurus. Oh, what did we just say? Taurus. Well done, Spirit. The name Henry and David. And for those who don't know, Henry can also be Harry. So we've had a lot of bother with one of our little princes, haven't we? So yes, you will earn it. It's the house of money. It's the sign of Taurus. And it's how money makes you feel empowered or disempowered. It's about possessions. It's about ownership. What did we say about that couple? They are well-to-do. Plenty of security there. The second house isn't always to do with money and possessions there. It's about the ownership of your talents, how you maintain a comfortable shelter and live up to your personal values and your own self-esteem. So, it's time to concentrate on more practical issues. How do you handle your finances? How do you look out for yourself and your others in terms of shelter? And how are you being rewarded? Are you making a good living at what you love? because now more than ever is the time to do a job you love. It's time where you need to protect your resources, to manage those things you own in a mature and equitable way against any and all enemies. When this card presents itself in a spread, it's about sowing the seeds for a good harvest later on, so it's not about having it now. It is time for you to build, accumulate, toil and manage, and you may be at a stage to take the beginning steps of opening your own business. Sounds crazy, but I'm telling you now, I've posted a lot of things. There's a gentleman won the lottery, so he started his own bank to get away from the high street banks, from the people that control us. So opening your own business is a good time. Embarking on a path that will not only enable you to realise your dreams, but could also make you a fortune in doing so. So independent businesses are going to be needed. Meeting up with stubborn individuals, yes. The wounded healer, Tyron. Where has he gone on his horse? I don't know, he's there somewhere. And being unyielding yourself may be an issue. It's important to stay the course, but also to be flexible when dealing with others, especially concerning goals or financial matters. Music, especially the human voice, or issues concerning the voice box may somehow figure in. Beauty, maintaining a good appearance and having a sense of fashion at this time is imperative. No matter what your question or focus, money, earnings and material assets will be playing a part. Usually this is extremely positive, indicating a significant financial reward if you stay the course and remain diligent and committed in all that you do. Since the second house is ruled by Taurus, with patience and gradual advancement, solid achievement is on its way. The warning here, though, is to be cautious where finances are concerned, because it is possible when you come into money, you may meet some unscrupulous people who will work to take it from you. However, do consider the other cards. It indicates stubbornness, laziness and developments that come about slowly or seem to drag. You will not be able to rush things. In most instances, this is an abundant harvest, no matter how fast or delayed it may be. But you have to make a decision, because it's sitting on the fence. It's to-ing and fro-ing, being stuck between those two pillars. Now you've got to see things clearly and choose your path. And there we have it, the 27. Can't make it up. Well done, Spirit. The pentagram. You are protected. Protection, balance is needed, and unity. You have to find your tribe and be united in all that you do. Any arguing or trying to get people to see your way isn't going to work. You're either with the right people or you're not. So, the pentagram is a beautiful symbol that illustrates harmony between the 5 elements. Within the pagan community, the elements are air, feather, earth, crystal, fire, candle, water, shell, and spirit. The pentagram is also used in Chinese medicine to represent the 5-element theory, which comprises of fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. The pentagram is also often associated with protection. When you draw this card, it is asking you to find balance. Can't make it up. Balance, balance, balance. And unity within your life. Where are you out of balance, and what do you need in order to bring back harmony? Are you too fiery or too quick to anger? Maybe you're lacking motivation or the fire to achieve what you desire. Yes, impotence, lack of action. Are your emotions flowing like water element that they are? Yes, they are. Too much, you're not in control. We need to get back control. Are you holding back tears or do they keep flooding out? Maybe you're feeling a bit scattered and need some grounding, or perhaps you're lacking guidance and need to work with spirit more. Have you become rigid and need to be more fluid, like air, and move more? There's a lot of air in this. When we bring things back to the simple approach of looking for what is not balanced, we can begin to seek out for ourselves that which will bring back balance to our lives. So call on the element you need to help you. Go in search of where that element resides. Seek out natural creeks if your emotions are out of whack, the sea, a lake. Garden if you need grounding, bare feet on the earth. Light is a fire or candles, or keeping warm if you need to seek out a place where you can be in the wind, my granny used to say, to blow the cobwebs away. Ask for it to take your cares away or help you to be more flexible. The pentagram can also signify that a union is here or awaits you. Yes, external to this. The pentagram should always be seen as a symbol of positivity, and if you are in need of protection, the pentagram is your symbol. You are protected. So, it's a deep one. I didn't expect it to be, but it is. But going direct with Mercury, communications of all kinds could be coming your way, especially from spirit. The Cancer energy is strong in this. Virgo. Health issues, motherhood, ancestors. Number 4. And the number 1. That Capricorn. Was born in the year of the dragon, Kristen. Looking after yourself, nurturing yourself, and knowing that heaven can be a place on earth. You have to choose to do it your way. So, you are creating it. The totality of continued movement brings in the day, so one step at a time. The capacity of elections may be coming up. The good path, a good period for all initiatives under the universe's inspiration. The interior force will guide us, our gut instinct. The path of real desire is what you should follow. Generosity and plenitude brings pleasure. And they are very generous. That couple are so generous and loving. It's beautiful energy, much like Kristen and Jerry. So, the rune. Oh, that one. Give me that one. Yeah, got it. Oh, M. Maybe they're talking to me. So, let's see. And it opened at the page. Well, bloody hell. They're really helping us today, aren't they? You can't make this up. So, horses, the year of the horse, apples, and aristocracy, or people who think they are, and the vehicle of the soul. So they may have been talking about our soul when they talked about the vehicle. Or a team of horses, so it could be 2-stroke engines, whatever. It's status. It's the steed of Odin. So, when Eros appears either singly or at the first rune of a reading, you can be sure that things are picking up a pace and will change for the better. What did I say? Blessing in disguise. It may not feel like it. This is a rune of large concepts, of major projects, perhaps even global ones, and new and exciting adventures. It's also said to emphasize the meaning of other runes and speeds up events that are foretold. So it's talking about the cards, not the runes, because we're doing it as a clarifier. The most usual interpretation of Ehwaz indicates travel, but there will be delays because that car is broken down. Usually to a new location that will provide the physical and mental stimulation that you crave. However, it might equally indicate a move of home, so between two houses, or the establishment of a partnership with a person who is as strong-willed as you are, so you're equal. The king and queen who are grounded, they're not under any illusions, they know each other inside out, but their love is strong. The importance of forming a team, of running together in harness and not falling out of step. It suggests too the need to treat your partners with respect. What did I say? Demand respect, but also to give it equal reciprocity. Demonstrating your loyalty, consulting them on important issues instead of just going ahead and doing it, ensuring that bonds between you remain strong, despite the challenges that are in store. The rune may have a connection with higher education, especially if you're involved in subjects that are investigative, such as science. However, the Ehwaz rune manifests itself in your life. An increase in your personal status and that of those around you is assured. For a very few of you, it is not inverted, but for a very few of you, if you're on the other side of that and you don't make the right choices, problems with travel and vehicles, what do I say, are suggested. Your friends and family may not be in tune with your ideas, and this frustrates your ambition with unnecessary delays. There may also be health worries in connection with pets or domestic animals. So there you go. Can't get clearer than that, can you? Well done, Spirit. Last card then. Then if you're lucky, I might do something else for us before I go to bed, because it's been a while. Let's see. Oh, I love this one because the first card I ever saw in meditation, which you don't see her very often. She's my main guide, if you like, in spirit. Kuan Yin. My lady is called Mai, but M-A-I. But yeah, this is why I like this one. The Chinese goddess of mercy and compassion. So whatever happens, we need to have compassion, even towards our enemies, because especially in this last couple of years, I've seen people divided and calling each other, and now the tables are turned and people are treating the people that treated them badly just as bad. Two wrongs don't make a right, as my granny would say. So please don't do that. Have some compassion. So, especially now. So, Kuan Yin's Japanese equivalent is Kwanon. Tenderness, sweetness, kindness and understanding at a soul level. There is a need for tolerance towards differences of approach or outlook. Otherwise, your enemy wins because they want us to be divided. The Chinese goddess Kuan Yin brings you her gentle smile and her understanding of your deepest and most secret sorrows, your heartache. You can expect a cessation of your worries and anxieties. and a breakthrough in understanding from others around you when you draw this card. So the Tower moment, it will be a shock for some, but it will be a blessing in disguise. You may even find that when bathing in the gentleness of Kuan Yin's tenderness, you will think more kindly of yourself and of others. You may be inspired by her to reach out to someone in friendship. With the help of her compassionate and tolerant qualities, arguments will blur themselves out and dissolve in laughter, and Kuan Yin will restore harmony to your heart and your household. How beautiful is that? So show respect to others, especially your parents, kids, if you're watching when you shouldn't be. You want to get one mum and dad, hopefully. So if they respect you, you respect them. And if they don't respect you, then respectfully ask them why they're not respecting you, is all I'm saying. And you'll know if you're doing something wrong. So, I think that was very interesting. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.